Central Ohio creators here once more. Got taking 3 vibes. Ohio Keys, and we got a special guest in the building.
Yep. What's going on, y'all? It's your man Cameron Steele. You can follow me everywhere at Cameron Steele Comedy. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yes, sir, y'all. That's right. We got the comedian vibes in here today. You know what's going on. We lit, baby. Yes, sir. Cam, it's a pleasure to have you, for sure.
It's a pleasure, man. Me and this guy over here, we never really met. It's one of those things where, like, we knew of each other, but we didn't know each other.
Okay.
Like, I saw him from afar, and I was like, I like that. He saw me from afar. He was like, he's funny. Let me get him on the podcast.
Okay. All right. That's
I definitely
awesome.
respect dude. I definitely respect dude. I love what he does.
That's awesome. Now, and then when you say what he does exactly, which type of work that he does are you pertaining to?
Well, I love the fact he loves to put like Central Ohio creators on.
Okay.
And I love the fact that he reaches out. I love the fact that he shows love, and I love the fact that he had me on.
There it is.
Appreciate you.
That's what it's about, man. From the jump, genuine vibes.
We show love, bro. We black men. We got no choice but to love each other.
Come on now.
Man, but speaking of which, I almost cussed this nigga out. Because let me tell you what happened.
Talk to us.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened. So I did not know. Like I know what he does. Yeah. I know he's good at what he does, but I did not know where he was. Right. So he said I heard Central Ohio podcasters. I'm thinking I'm about to be up at Ohio Media School. That's where I thought. That's where every other person's podcast is.
Shout out to OMS.
Yeah, shout out to them. That's where I'm thinking it's going to be. Right. So this nigga, he's in a house, which is fine. It's fine that he's in a house, but he's in a house that is right across the street from a car dealership. So I'm over here, my GPS keeps saying, you are here. And there's fucking auto boutique over there. I'm like, this nigga got me in the car line. What's going on? Like, we about to go into the basement. Like, do they know we're here? Do they know? Is this like Dream Girl or some shit? Like, what's going on? So I almost called him cursing. I'm like, and then I rearranged the GPS. I was like, oh. Then I walked and I found the house. So no fights out. No fights out.
We always welcome you.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, again, man, you're the first comedian that we've had on the show. It is most definitely a pleasure, for it to be you. Tell us about the journey it's been for you in the comedian life. Something different.
Well, originally I'm from a planet called Krypton, but the planet was exploding, and my parents, Jarrell and my mom, they decided I would be better off in Kansas, so they sent me off to Earth with some lovely white people. And no, I'm playing. But I've always been funny. I've always been. It's funny. I've always been funny, but in school I was never the class clown. But I've always been funny. Okay. I was never voted class clown. I should have, because I was fucking hilarious. But I made team captain of the football team, so I guess that's a fair trade. Okay. So I've always been funny, and I started doing. Originally I wanted to do radio. Yeah. It's still something I'm interested in. That's why I love him, because he's like living the dream of what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. So I thought I was going to be the next Tom Joyner. And they told me when I was at WZIP, because I went to the University of Akron to go to school, and I finished 2 degrees, handsome, educated.
Let's go now.
Swipe right.
All right.
Big.
So I was doing that, and I was on WZIP, and they found and. I was told that if I did stand-up, I would be a better on-air DJ because I'd be able to think off the cuff and think quickly. Mm-hmm. So I just did stand-up like here and there. I really wasn't serious about it. Like I just did it because I thought it was going to make me better at this. But then I graduated, and I had some radio jobs here and there, but like the pandemic laid everybody off. Everybody was at home, and they laid off all the part-timers, so, and I was a part-timer, so I was what's known as a production assistant. So basically, and I was also known as a board op, and board op basically means we're behind the scenes pressing the buttons. Like the guys you hear talking and the guys you hear making the sounds are not the same people. Okay. So for those who don't know that. So whenever, let's say Charlamagne says, Charlamagne the God, he's like, yeah, we're going to get into J. Cole. I press the J. Cole button. That's what that is. Mm-hmm. So I was doing that for a minute, and the pandemic laid everybody off. And, and I remember Dave Chappelle, who's my favorite comedian. We actually share the same birthday. Okay. Shout out Virgos.
Yes, sir. So that's another Ohio creator, by the way. He stays out this way. Yellowstone.
So what happened was, he went on his legendary Netflix run, and I think the last one he did was called Sticks and Stones. No, the one that made me go, you know what? I'm gonna do this. It was Sticks and Stones where he was in that green suit, and that was when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So I saw that, and I saw Dolomite Is My Name, that Eddie Murphy movie.
Okay,
I was like, okay,
yes, sir.
I can really do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Dolomite was fine too.
Yeah, so I remember it was 2021 when I saw everything, when I saw those things. So it was 2021, and I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this because once again I did it on and off, but like but like 2021 was when I decided I'm really gonna go head on with this. And plus, the radio thing, it really wasn't working out because I was getting ridiculous no's. And what I mean by ridiculous no's is like I was getting declined for shit I know how to do. Like I know how to do this. I know how to do this. I've already done it. Why can I not do this if the fucking position's open? It is what it is. So I just been doing stand up, and I started out in Akron and Cleveland. I started out in Akron. Shout out to the Funny Stop. Shout out to Versified Expressions and Anthony Amplified Evans. If you're ever in Akron and because he's a poet, and that was a poetry cafe, but that was like where I really started doing stand up over there.
Okay.
So shout out to Anthony Amplified Evans. Shout out to Versified. Then I was in Cleveland. I started out with a lady named Ulysses Dickerson, who is another hilarious creator. I call her my comedy mom. Started out with Marcus Martin, who's like my comedy uncle. And he's everywhere doing his thing. I started out over there in the Northeast region, and so then what happened was I broke up with my ex, and life kind of whooped my ass. So what happened was I broke up with my ex, I lost my job, then I got scammed out of $3,000. Don't ask me how it happened. When I see that dude, I'm gonna fuck him up. But so I had to move back. I had to move my bitch ass from Akron back to Columbus, where I had to move back here. And I was depressed. I didn't feel funny at all. But one thing I started doing was TikTok. TikTok was making me feel better. It was making me feel better to make other people laugh. And just like basically just talking shit, So I was socially conscious and I was hilarious. So I went from like 98 followers to like 100 in like a year. Like 100K in like a year. I'm currently at 183K right now. Even though I'm shadow banned like shit. But then, doing TikToks and being around family, that like helped out more. And then I started feeling the groove and I started getting back into stand-up because I had more stuff to talk about now because I had been through like 2.5 months of pain, you know what I'm saying? So I started hanging out with people like Xavier G. Dunson, shout out to him. Neff Johnson, shout out to him. I started going to the Attic with Sister Lou, who y'all need to have on. She's another comedy mom.
Okay.
Started hanging out with, people at the Attic, and, I used to go to Shrunken Head. Before it closed down, then it was 5s, then it was 4s, and I met all these, different comedians, and I joined the Columbus Comedy Network because I got tired of asking, hey, when's the next open mic? So I went on that Columbus Comedy site, and I found out when the open mics were, and I was just going to them, and I was just signing up. And, then I got on at the Funny Bone, and I met Nikki Winkleman. And shout out to Miko, the Hood Hero, because he was the one that was telling me about the open mics. He was the one that told me about the Funniest Person in America contest and all those people, all the stuff the Funny Bone was doing. And, what's his name? Miko actually helped me get, like, one of my first shows that were out of Columbus. Like, he had me going over there to Dayton, and, we did our thing. And so I've just been doing stand-up and rocking out, and I remember I was working TSA at the time, and I hated TSA. I hated it. I got fired from there, too. I lost 2 jobs in 6 months. That's fucking horrible. I felt disgusted with life. Damn. And, what happened was I got fired because I couldn't pass the job knowledge test. Because what happened was they were trying to send me to Georgia. They were trying to send me to Georgia to do a... like another level of training to like work the x-rays and stuff like that. So they were sending me down there and I got fired because I couldn't pass the job knowledge test, and those assholes didn't even tell me what question I failed or got wrong. So I'm just over here studying like crazy and failed again. And and I knew I was gonna get fired when I got back, and that's exactly what happened because but those assholes waited until lunch to fire me. It was like at 8. It's like at 8 o'clock I had a job. By noon, by 1 o'clock I was fired. It was like, let's let this nigga get one last good sandwich and set before they fire it. And you know what's crazy?
Damn.
The worst part about it was they said that they was like, they said we're drawing up your termination papers right now, but you got to stay till 5 o'clock because that's when we're paying you.
Oh, stop playing.
I was like, that is the last thing you want to do is tell a nigga you just fired to finish the job. Do you know the level? Do you know they're lucky they had me in the office because I would have let all the terrorists through that day.
Yeah, like
There really was.
that's crazy.
Ain't nobody getting checked. I don't care if I don't care if it is. I'm letting everybody through today.
Cause they're not getting paid to do it no more.
Right. But they didn't. But ever since I got fired, a week after I got a show in Akron, and I drove to Akron. Luckily, I had about $3,000 in the bank because I've been saving. And so I went on down there, and ever since February 23, it's been like this. I've been getting booked every month.
Blessings.
So blessings.
Yes, sir. That's great to hear right there, man.
And I just did a show yesterday. I did 15 minutes of clean comedy. Shout out to Sister Lou. Shout out to Tiffany. That's the lady who put the show together. I don't want to mess her name up. Hold on. Let me do her right.
For sure. Everybody get the correct shout outs.
Yeah.
Keep the relationship.
McCaskill Tiffany, spelled McCaskill Tiffany.
There it is.
Shout out to her. She had me on. I did 15 minutes of clean comedy. And I'm actually headlining the Funny Bone this Wednesday. So
Okay.
cooking.
So, yeah.
Work.
Work.
Funny Bone, let's go.
Yeah.
That's major right there. First time or?
It's not my first time doing the Funny Bone. It's my first time headlining. Like they actually
Nice.
headline.
Nice. Congratulations on that, man. That's huge right there.
What time's that show?
Yeah, what's that?
That's Wednesday at 7.
Okay.
This coming Wednesday? Oh, clutch. All right, bet.
Super clutch, man.
Yeah, all right, bet. Might do see if we can make that for sure.
Better.
Wednesday at 7. Say less. Say less. Say less. Say less.
No, you better.
Say less.
Don't make me find you.
Say less. Hey, you know where we at? We high. Say less. Yeah.
You don't want me. I did.
You said you was captain of the football team. You said you was captain of the position you play.
Defensive tackle.
Okay, good.
What high school?
I went to Licking Heights.
Okay.
Okay. What town?
Yeah.
What town?
Tasco.
Tasca? That's right. Okay, bet.
Christian North.
My
Really?
my folks stay out that
We
way.
played y'all.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
we played y'all freshman year. No, not like we played like the freshman team played y'all. The high school, I think they played Pick Central.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah, and I remember everybody. We heard who all the players. They heard who we were playing. It was like, y'all niggas finna get smacked.
it's usually how it went.
Right,
What class?
Huh?
What class you at?
2014.
14. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Pickerton, it was on ESPN. And I think
Oh, yeah.
Pick Central, they had whooped us a couple years before. They was like, y'all niggas finna get smacked. And we beat them 27-6. So.
Yeah, 14 was kind of after the wave a little bit, That early 2010s, we was deadly.
Yeah,
We was deadly. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. But that's just been my comedy journey. I've been doing it ever since. I'm actually getting back into comedy because what happened was I got on my birthday. I got into a car accident.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm alive. I ain't dead. I was in a 5-car pileup. It was a 5-car pileup. I was car number 4.
Wow.
Damn.
And so I was injured. I was hurt. I was in pain. It was my birthday. I turned 29.
Wow.
And
On the B-Day.
huh?
On the B-Day.
I knew it was horrible.
That's crazy.
It was horrible. And I'm in the emergency room and I'm evil and I'm mad and I kept hearing this jingle in the back of in the hospital. And I was like, what's that jingle? And my mom was like, well, every time that they make that noise, that means the baby's being born. Now my evil ass, I'm like, fuck them damn kids. I don't give a damn. I'm just saying shit that makes no sense. I'm like, they got their whole life to be born. Like, what? So, but it is what it is. I didn't really get nothing except my mom gave me Popeyes for dinner because that's really what I wanted, Popeyes.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dudes for saving the day.
And shout out to mom for buying me
Can you
Popeyes.
talk about your writing process?
Oh yeah, I love it. Basically, what happens is I don't really write the jokes. I just more so write the bullet points.
Okay.
And the jokes mainly come from conversation. I may say something to you that's hilarious, or and I'll just write it down later, or maybe you'll say something to me. I'm like, oh my god, that's funny. Can I use that? Or a lot of my material is storytelling. So I'm just what I just told you.
Yeah.
Stuff that happened to me in the past and everything, and or stuff that happens at work, and I'm also observational. I observe a whole lot of things. I make a lot of funny observations. For example, any of you guys work out in here?
Yeah, I go to the gym.
Okay.
You know, push up.
I feel it.
I just want to be consistent as I'm supposed to be. But yes. All right.
You ever go to Planet Fitness and you cause I used to go to Planet Fitness, and is it just me or does it seem like nobody who works at Planet Fitness looks like they work out themselves?
Yeah. That's true.
It'd be like one person. Keep it like, you be like one person.
Yeah.
Everybody else be kind of like, I'm just there.
Right, for you to work at a gym, I feel like that's the only job where anytime where you work in a field that is consistent with improving the human body, I feel like that's the only time you have to look like you know what you're doing.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It's like
Not just you clean the machines.
Right. Like you cannot be a personal trainer and look worse than me. I'm
Facts.
sorry.
That's a fact.
I should not know I would last longer on a treadmill than you. That's
real.
the problem.
That's real. That's
and you know, and I feel like nobody ever, because the way they work out, that gym is mainly reserved for like old people and soccer moms.
It's like for, I wanted to do something, but I'm not taking it that serious.
Right.
Like, PF is not to be like the serious people gym.
I think that I don't think Planet Fitness. Like, I don't think nobody ever gets buff at Planet Fitness. I feel like people get buff somewhere else.
That's real. And then you just go to PF on a chill day. Like, I might pop in.
I feel like you go there to get the soccer moms. That's where they
Type is, it gotta be something.
You do the real work at a boxing gym, or you go to Crunch, you get that real work in, you go to Planet Fitness, like, yeah, we're a single mom.
See what the dick's at. Facts. That's funny.
That's observation, you know.
Yes.
I also do impressions. And, you know, basically my writing process comes from, you know, telling funny stories and, you know, observing stuff in the world, you know, and like mainly just like, you know, giving my thoughts. And I normally, like I said, I don't really write the bullet points. I don't write the jokes, I write the bullet points. Like I'll show you right here. You guys get exclusive jokes.
There it is, y'all. Exclusive. Only here at the COC Podcast 614. You know what's going on.
Some of the best comedians tell our storytellers. Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor.
All those are new jokes. That's probably about like 45 minutes worth of shit right there.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
It don't all happen at one time. You know, I'm not a machine. It doesn't all happen at one time. I actually, the guy Bo, who's the manager of the Attic Comedy Club, shout out to Bo. He said if you write 1 minute a day, by the end of the year, you can have a new special. Just write 1 minute a day, every day.
It's a message right there, y'all. You gotta pick that one up. You definitely gotta pick that gym up right there.
Yeah,
1 minute a day. Give you a special by the end of the year.
Yeah, 1 minute a day.
Take heed of that. Take heed of
And
that.
also, what helps is I go to writing workshops. Like one thing that's Xavier G. Dunton's, that's his thing is, you know, he always has a writing workshop where he gives a comedy lesson, and you know, he like hosts writing workshops. And basically, what that is like we'll go up and we'll pitch a joke, and like you know, we'll get tags, and tags is like it's comedy jargon for extra punchlines.
Okay.
So we'll get the new tags and stuff. And sometimes like we'll be honest, with each other. You know, like you know, we'll say, hey man, you know, that's really funny, or hey, that doesn't need any work, or sometimes we'll be like, hey man, you might just want to scrap that a little bit. That's not it, bro.
Okay.
Because I'd much rather them tell me than y'all tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of times, you know, I'll have something and I'll call my brother. You know, me and my older brother. Shout out to my older brother Devin. We'll work together like the Wayans on jokes. You know what I mean? Because I'll call him and I'll pitch him the joke, and he'll be like, you know, either that's funny or that has potential, but you need to do this, this, and this, or you know, or sometimes he'll tell me, hey, bro, just scrap that shit. Just scrap.
Like, that ain't it, my boy.
Yeah, that's not it.
That's hard though, how like y'all, same way we would like, you know, go towards our like editing of our videos or something like that. That's how you like edit your jokes. You know what I'm saying? You like tweak it. Okay, that's funny, but do this to make it hit a little harder.
Yeah, like
That's dope.
because I'll be talking to my brother and I'll be like right in the middle of the bit, he'll be like, stop. What? Yeah, stop. That's you're taking too long to get to the joke. I'm the audience. I'm bored now. I don't care what the punchline is. Okay. Yeah, so I got to start all over again, you know. Like sometimes they'll tell me, hey, bro, that joke is really funny. You don't need that first part. Cut that first part out. I'm like, okay, all right. You know, and, you know, I've had a lot of great comedy advice, you know. Like some of the comedy gems I've got was slow down when you talk because, you know, they can't understand what you're saying.
If you're rushing.
Yeah, if you're rushing. And another thing I found out is you might have more punchlines than you thought you had because you slowed down and they heard you. You know, that might have been funnier than what you thought it was.
Yeah.
Always record your sets, so even when you think you did bad, you can look back and you can hear them laughing. Because like sometimes the way the clubs are set up is like, you know, all the noise goes up and not to you. So they might be dying in the back, but you can't hear them. You know what I mean? So always record your sets. One thing I picked up is, you know, anytime you do a show, you know, dress nice, even if it's just an open mic, you know, dress nice. Because if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good.
Yes, sir. Come on now.
You know, can I get a witness?
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Do you have
Hallelujah.
memorable performances?
Yeah, I did this thing called #Comedy Club, and I did 20 minutes, and I just used all those little 5-minute sets that I've been working on for the past 6 months, and I did that. I also did the Funny Bone right after Cat Williams did that interview earlier this year, and that was the first time I ever debuted my impressions on. That was the first time I ever debuted my impressions at the Funny Bone, and it went over really well. It was so good. The one I just did. Really, every performance I do is memorable because I'm just the shit.
Talk that.
Because I'm just the shit like that.
Talk that shit.
If you don't remember, then there's something wrong with you.
Y'all must have forgot.
I must have forgot. It ain't that I don't fight nobody. I just make them look like nobody.
Yeah, you gotta talk that shit.
This is at the 20-minute mark.
Cooking.
Flip this.
Yeah.
Because I'm the
Put
shit.
it and put some bombs in.
Time mark that bitch on YouTube in the comments. Let them know they gotta go right there if they want to see him talk that shit.
Y'all guys, this is the first time I've seen a whole bunch of dudes on a podcast and y'all not talking about 50-50 in relationships, and I'm so proud of y'all for that.
Oh man, hey, much respect to that, yeah, because we not on no trend following type stuff.
I love it.
We about being
I was
on
waiting
trend.
on you got dreads. I was waiting on one of y'all niggas to come out and be like, bitches don't deserve shit. I'm like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah, listen.
Oh man, he said, well, that's for a different episode. That's for a different episode.
It always be.
We can always go there, big dog. What you trying to do?
Nah. Your mustache and beard don't connect. Y'all be the ones saying the craziest shit.
I'm like, look, yeah, I don't want no parts, guys. I don't want no
A
parts.
woman every now and then. Like, bro, stop, relax.
I don't want no parts. Nah, we here for the
I feel
people.
like I can say the craziest shit because I'm dressed the best and I got a beard. I feel like if I I can say the craziest thing I wanted to say, you know?
Yeah.
But like, listen, if he cheats on you, bitch, deal with it. Look, what?
So why you never thought about making a podcast? Why not?
I did have a podcast.
Okay.
When I was in my radio phase, I called it the Lion's Pit because at the time my name was King Simba. And the reason why my name was King Simba is everybody thinks it's because of J. Cole, but it wasn't. It was because of the actual Lion King. And also at WZIP, there was another girl there. Her name was Cameron too.
Okay.
And her name was Cameron. Shout out to Cameron Justice. She does work for the Cleveland Browns. She's out in Cleveland, you know, doing the media thing.
Dog pound in the building, make some noise.
So I used to work for Cleveland Browns radio, but I'll tell you that later. But
You have a radio voice for sure.
We want that story.
what's going on, y'all? Some man Cameron Steele. I want you all to know to check out. What's the name of the podcast again?
Central Ohio Creators.
What's going on, y'all? Some man Cameron Steele. Some man Cameron Steele. I want y'all to check out Central Ohio Creators podcast. This is what we do.
Yeah, stamp that.
Stamp it.
I would say, definitely stamp that. We appreciate that drop, big dog, most definitely. For sure, I know.
What's going on, y'all? Some man Cameron Steele. You're listening to the Central Ohio Creators podcast. This is what we do.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's fine.
Well, yeah, but her name was Cameron, so I chose something that I knew nobody else had, so I chose a Disney character.
Okay. King Simba.
Yeah, and it worked for a minute.
That's
It worked
smooth.
for a minute, but what happened was I was trying to transition from college radio where you can do that sort of shit
Yeah.
to professional radio, and I remember I was in the office because I used to work for Q104 in Cleveland. Q104. Q104 plays the hits, and I was. It was this old white man named Dave Popovich who looks like he could be your best friend's grandfather, and he was sitting across from me. He was like, Cameron, King Simba's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. There's a racial element to it. We're not. I knew that. He wasn't wrong. I knew that one because Q104 is basically white middle-aged women listening to that shit. They're not gonna listen to this nigga named King Simba say anything. And I understood. So that's where Cameron Steele came in. Because I had a whole bunch of names. It was gonna be Cameron Steele, Cam the Man, or Cameron Black. But I had a friend, a radio friend named Lil D. Shout out to Lil D. She has a book. She has a book out. Make sure you go get that book. Go to her link. Go get that book.
I was hoping it was a her.
Lil D.
Okay.
Yeah, but a guy named Lil D. Yeah, no. But yeah, Lil D's a girl. She's very short. She's like 5'3". She's short. But she was like, yeah, Cameron Black sounds like you play acoustic guitar barefoot outside. And I was like, with a fedora on, and he sound white. But so Cameron, and Steele is actually my middle name.
Okay.
Cameron Steele Claymore. My mom thought it sounded strong. He was either gonna be Cameron Steele or William Marshall. So.
She did you a favor. That's what's up.
Huh?
Yeah, WWE or
Normally I get that sound like a porn name. That's usually what
I ain't gonna lie to you, I was thinking it, but I was like, I'm letting him finish first. Cause she was like Cam Steele, Cam Black, Cam something like any pointers for you?
OnlyFans shit going on.
Nah, I don't got OnlyFans.
Now, with social media, I know there's certain comedians. Is there like a division in the community about social media skit makers versus those who be on stage?
Yeah, there's mainly old heads saying that stuff. It's mainly older comedians that don't really give respect to the younger comedians because they think it's easy what we do. Like they think it's easy to get 100,000 views, and it's not.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like for every Matt Rife or for every Tonio skits or for every Spoken Reasons or whoever, for every DC Young Fly, there's a whole bunch of people getting like 2-3 views. It's not. Mm-hmm. And another thing about internet comedy is that for another thing about internet comedy is that the people have to choose you. See, where a lot of on stage comedians, a lot of old heads get it mixed up is there was a time before social media where they were pushed to the people. Like not to take anything from those guys, but in a sense, we were forced to like you. You know what I mean? Like you were all we were gonna get. It was either Martin or nothing. It was either Jamie or nothing. It was either Steve or nothing. You know what I mean? But but with the internet community, people can choose you. They can look up Kev on stage, search. You know what I'm saying? Spoken Reasons, DC Young Fly, 85 South Show, search. B. Simone, search. Cameron Steele, search, and they can see who they want to see. As opposed to just being a regular comic on the stage doing network television. Now the studios present you to them, and it's like, nigga, it's this or nothing. You know what I mean? So that's really what it is. And one thing I pride myself on is because a lot of old heads say, a lot of people who hate on internet comedians, they say, you can't do time on stage. You can't do time on stage. You can't do time on stage. And so that's one thing I pride myself on is calling myself an internet comedian. I wanted to be funny in real life. When you come see me, when you come buy a ticket, I am funny in real life. You know what I mean? I'm not just funny on the internet. I can make you laugh in real time.
Absolutely.
And also, even if I couldn't make people laugh in real time, which I can, because I'm shit. One thing about it is like, even if I am, a skit maker, that's perfectly okay. There's a whole lot of famous comedians who never did stand-up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like Will Ferrell never did stand-up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he's fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? So it'd be like that sometimes.
Definitely. I mean, you just gotta, know your lane, know where you're strong at, and stick to that for real.
I'm strong at everything because I'm the shit. I think you all should know that.
Talk it. You know what I'm saying? Talk
What's your favorite person that you impersonate?
I can do a lot of voices, but my 4 best are Bernie Mac, Obama, Denzel, and Cat Williams.
Okay.
Can we hear one?
Yeah, sure. You want to hear? I said 4 of them.
Bernie Mac.
Let me tell you motherfucker something. I want to tell you motherfucker Central Ohio create a podcast. This is motherfucking shit right here. If you don't listen, I'm going to push your head to the right now. I swear for the Lord.
Yes, sir. That's crazy fire right there. On command, though. That's tough.
I just want to say, you niggas is the shit. If you ain't on this shit right here, nigga. This podcast right here, nigga. Right here, this podcast, nigga. This shit here, nigga. This shit's the shit, nigga.
Yes, sir.
My fellow Americans, I just want to say, on behalf of America, that the Central Ohio Creators Podcast is the best podcast in Central Ohio. If you don't know, now you know, nigga.
We just got a stamp, you know what I'm saying, from the former president. We already certified.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
All right.
That was fire.
That's crazy.
All right. Okay.
Denzel.
Let me tell you something. This podcast right here, they give 110%, and then they add 25% on top of that. That's 135%. And when they do this, 100 years from now, people are gonna know they've been here.
Yeah.
My niggas.
Damn right. Yeah, buddy. Hey, let's go.
See, real time. Because I'm the shit. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yes, sir.
I am the sugar honey iced tea.
Now, talk venues, man. What's a venue that you would love to shut down? Like, what's a venue that you can't wait to be able to perform at?
Any theater show.
Okay.
I would love to do a theater show. I would love to. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm doing arenas and stadiums, but that'll come in time. But as of right now, I'm already doing the Funny Bone. I would love to do the Laugh Factory.
Okay.
I would love to do the Comedy Store because so many legendary people ripped it down there, and I just want to have my name on that wall and sign and stuff like that. I would love to do the Comedy Act Theater. That's where Chris Tucker started at.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would love to do Nationwide Arena. I would love to, have this voice and these jokes take me everywhere. But as far as like legendary venues, I want to do the comedy. As of right now, I want to do the Comedy Store and the Laugh Factory and the Comedy Act Theater.
Nice.
Love
Got you.
Walk 'em down.
Walk them down, baby.
Sounds like it's on the way.
It is on the way because I'm the shit. I think you should know that I'm the shit.
That's it. That's it.
Because I
That's
got to
it.
remind you, in case you don't know, I'm the shit.
Off rip.
I'm just
That's
knocking on
right.
the door.
They might have missed the first part.
Yeah, they're not gonna argue.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to let you know, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. I just can't let you know I'm the shit. Thank you. Have a good day.
Y'all stay blessed.
Y'all say less, all right. Sir, it's 7 in the morning. I'm the shit when I wake up.
Right.
No. Do you have a top 5 comedian list?
Yeah, Dave Chappelle,
Okay.
Bernie Mac,
Mhm.
Dave Chappelle, Bernie Mac, Ari Spears, even though he's in hot water.
Ooh, okay. Aries is different.
Dave, Bernie, Aries, Bill Burr,
Okay.
and Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Nice.
Solid
That's a
list.
good range too. Yeah, I like that one.
Let me ask y'all something, okay? All right, so I this is one thing I play with, like a game I play with other comedians. It's like just picking one thing or another. So like for seeing as how we're talking about comedy, which comedians do you guys think are funnier? Okay, I'm just gonna ask you. All right, Kings of Comedy, Bernie Mac, or Def Jam, Martin Lawrence.
Kings of Comedy, Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
Y'all niggas don't want to get Martin. I agree with you too. Y'all want to get Martin a chance.
Oh no, I mess with Martin. Y'all mess with Martin,
I'm
but
trying to think about it.
nah, I got Bernie in that case. Cause you said Kings of Comedy specifically.
That's
Bernie.
the peak of their power.
That's what I'm saying.
Peak of their power.
Yeah, I'm taking that over Martin's Def Jam. But Martin was lit though. You know what I'm saying? Martin was funny too.
Okay, Damon Wayans or Marlon Wayans?
Damon.
I'm going Damon.
Hey, Damon.
The stupid funny is only funny for so long.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Damon's
Over
funny.
the top.
They
Yeah.
doing another scary movie.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. I
they
saw
working
that.
on it.
I saw
Yeah.
that.
Marlon been cooking up too, man. Marlon is out here.
Damon got the show with his son.
Yeah, I know. Damon and Damon.
That's
Yeah, he put me on to that.
It's funny.
Yeah, put me on to that.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
It's
y'all.
kind of like my wife and kids, but without the woman.
Yeah, without Tisha Campbell.
Him having a woman.
Mhm.
Right.
His son is dealing with the wife.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's kind of the same.
I mean,
Yeah, switch
black
up.
sitcoms. Well, we need to get back to that.
Yeah.
Like we're already getting back.
Well, we supposed to be getting Martin. We're supposed to be getting Martin back, right?
Reboot for BET.
Yeah,
I don't
reboot.
think we need a Martin reboot.
Well, I mean, they gave us Fresh Prince, so I can't say I'm surprised.
Hold up, they
No,
no.
Bel Air.
It's in a
It's not a reboot though.
Bel Air was
Right.
fine.
Yeah, it's not a reboot
Bel
though.
Air.
Bel Air.
Yeah, it's not Fresh Prince. It's Bel Air.
But I feel
Yeah.
like we're already getting back there with black sitcoms because we can't do what we did, but like back in the '90s we had Martin, Fresh Prince, Living Single, In Living Color, The Cosby Show, Family Matters, all at the same time.
Smart,
And in the
uh-huh.
2000s we had My Wife and Kids, we had Half and Half, we had The Game, we had
Yes.
All of Us, all at the same time.
Also, too, like at that point, Disney shows was cooking up. She had
Yeah,
a Smart Guy,
Raven,
Smart Guy,
Smart
Raven,
Guy,
Sister,
Sisters, yeah, all at the same time.
Moesha,
But
don't
yeah.
sleep on Moesha. You know
The
what I'm saying?
Parkers, the Steve Harvey Show,
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx, and then now in the 2010s we had Insecure, we had
Blackish.
Blackish, we had a Black Lady Sketch Show, we got Grown-ish, we had Marlon has a little. Huh?
I love it.
No, I love the Black Lady Sketch Show.
You know the show that they canceled that pissed me off was Southside, bro.
Oh yeah, Southside hit.
Oh yeah.
So
Southside hit.
so
Bro, come
funny,
on.
bro.
And we had Key and Peele, we had
Yeah.
Knox,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Abbott Elementary now. Shout out to
Right.
Quentin Brunson doing her motherfucking thing. I love it. I love it. All right, so Gary Owen or Mike Epps?
Mike Epps.
Damn.
My kids.
For stand up, Gary Owens. For movies, Mike Epps.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, one more. Mike Epps or Michael Black's son?
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps.
But I've seen Mike Jackson in person though. He's funny too.
Yeah.
I just would prefer Mike Epps. I like Mike Epps.
Jamie Foxx or Chris Tucker?
Jamie Foxx.
Fox.
Chris Tucker funny as hell too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, but
I feel like Chris Tucker. I can't even say he's funnier in movies, but like the movies because Jamie Foxx got way more movies. But like if I just wanted to compare like the funny movies, Chris Tucker kind of funnier in his movies, I'd say.
well, the
But
roles are made for him.
You know what I'm saying?
Like not take nothing away from Chris Tucker. I can do Chris Tucker too. I'll do that in a minute. But Chris Tucker always plays the fast talking black dude.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like the stuff he's funny in. You know what I'm saying? The stuff he specializes in. That's what the role is centered around.
I think his best movie is probably Rush Hour 2. Like that was
The
Chris
second
Tucker
one.
at the peak of his powers.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Amen.
Jesus.
Jesus.
He's so cheap since I teeth.
Cross skin buttercream, cross skin buttercream.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen to the Central Ohio Craze podcast, man. That's shit, and you know this, man. All right, Bruce or Earthquake?
Bruce.
Over Quake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over Quake.
For sure.
Oh, for sure.
I've seen them both in person.
I rock
too.
with
like
Earthquake.
Earthquake is the shit.
Earthquake is funny. After in person, I definitely felt like I think he's funnier when I'm watching him on TV versus in person. Bruce can hold you down every time. I've seen him multiple times.
Bro, remember back in the 2000 Platinum Comedy series? Remember those?
Yeah.
Platinum comedies?
Yeah.
I found Bruce's on the internet. I was like, this nigga's stupid.
Bro, Bruce was that guy. That's that guy right there,
Comic
man.
View, all that.
Yeah.
Okay, Def Jam or Comic View?
I mean, I grew up on Comic View, but honestly, I'm going Def Jam. I feel like Def Jam got more legends. Like, produced more legends than Comic View.
But that church lady shit.
Comic View was hilarious, though.
Comic View.
Yeah. Yep, bro, y'all remember Lil JJ? Remember Lil JJ came up on Comic View?
He was funny.
Yeah, he was funny for a bit, too.
He's a mother.
Yeah.
He's still funny. He just don't be doing that. You know what I mean? All right. Okay. Cat Williams or Kevin Hart?
Oh,
Cat Williams, easily.
Cat Williams all day.
I'm gonna go with Kevin Hart
Word.
because Kevin Hart got the range too. I feel like he got more of the range, and I feel like Kevin Hart also is put on other comics more than Cat Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Cat Williams is a better on the jokes. I don't even know. I think even Kevin Hart's stage, he got some classic joints though.
No, he did.
Laugh at my pain.
He got a son.
Why the cat drinking out the damn bowl?
Yeah. He got a ton of funny
Funny,
stuff.
laugh at my like his first four. Like,
Yeah.
nigga.
That's a run.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah, he went crazy.
DMX Def Jam run.
Yeah, he went crazy.
A crazy run.
Mm-hmm.
Like naturally, because he's so volume, it's easy for us to be like, nah, I'm gonna go with. But put that resume up against anybody.
Yeah.
The
But I
only
mean,
person that rivals Kevin Hart, in my opinion, is Eddie Murphy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely.
yeah, if we're going collectively, I'd say I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. Adam Sandler or Will Ferrell?
Adam Sandler all day.
I grew
I
up
say
with
Will.
Real funny.
Damn.
I guess I ain't okay.
Adam had a run.
If we thinking
now.
I think Will Ferrell is actually like if we going like jokes, I think Will Ferrell for sure. But like movies, bro, Adam Sandler be making like he be making some funny shit for real. And then he be the one making the movie, not just acting in it. Like he made the movie.
And
It'd be funny.
Even though I still think Will Ferrell is funny, one thing I respect Adam for is like he's the definition of all my niggas gonna eat because he has the same 6 niggas in all.
That's what I'm saying, and they always hit. You know, always get effective.
Yeah, he will stay having David Spade, Rob Schneider,
Yep.
Kevin James, Chris Rock. He will have them niggas in a movie. No questions asked. He has it. And that little short Mexican dude who was in Longest Yard.
Oh, yeah.
The dude that's in that was in what's the Jersey show that was on HBO? Atlantic City. Dang.
You be talking about Uncut Gems or?
No, it was a show that was
You said
on
Jersey?
HBO. They talked about the mob, so it was in Atlantic City, and he was the main character. I forgot.
Mm.
Dang, he had the wandering out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I didn't remember one or not. Yeah,
Yeah, he will always be in Adam Sandler joints too.
yeah.
The dude that was on the stairs at Baby Daddy.
Yeah, I know you're talking.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He's always in them joints. And he's funny. He's super talented. When you see him in that role, he's playing something serious.
Different. Yeah.
You locked in. That shit is hard.
Huh.
I forgot the name of the show though.
All right, Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle?
That's true.
Dave.
Nobody.
Okay. All right, Dave
Chris
Chappelle.
Rock had a run though.
He did.
Dave Chappelle's had a sustained.
Dave Chappelle is, in my opinion, the king of the 2000s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, even now.
Yeah.
Dave is like
Who would you say who has this decade? Who would you say has this decade?
I don't think anybody does.
Nobody's on this decade.
Nobody yet.
Nobody yet.
Cameron Steele has it.
Because you got.
Because I'm the shit. I'm the shit.
Yeah.
I think Bill Cosby had the 60s. I think Richard Pryor.
Over Red Fox?
Huh?
Over Red Fox?
Yes.
Okay.
Because Red Fox, once again, really didn't blow till like the 70s.
I did.
With Sanford and Son. That's when like
Cosby was cooking.
Yeah. Because so Cosby had the 60s.
Richard Pryor.
Richard had the 70s.
Yeah.
Eddie had the 80s on lock.
Yeah.
Martin had the 90s.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart has 2010s.
Yep.
I think the 2020s is still over.
Something right.
Actually, you know what? I don't think one person has the 2020s. I think, you know what I think got it? The fucking 85 South Show. I think them niggas is killing it. The 85.
You ain't never lie about that.
I feel like the entire cast of Wild 'N Out, they're killing shit right
You ain't never lie about that.
It's them. It's them.
South imprint because they got
That's a movement.
podcasts under them too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And those girls are funny too.
Yeah.
So,
It's a movement what they got going on right now.
Yeah, bro.
DC Young Fly. going
DC's
crazy.
fucking DC going crazy.
Yeah.
I love
And
it.
I'm liking now that he's making a name for himself, and it's not like off of Chris Tucker type of.
Because that was his thing. Everybody used to call him the Great Value Chris Tucker.
Well,
They used to tell him that.
And you gotta remember too, like, he came up during like early Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Bring that ass here. What like?
Bring that ass here.
He was a social media guy. You know, all of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Vine is really what it was, and then yeah.
I think the 2020s is like the year of like the internet comedians.
It is.
Like,
100%. That's where we at.
I feel like the internet owns the 2020s.
That's where we at.
That's where we at.
That's where we at.
So niggas like Cameron Steele, who's the shit, who's gonna be at the Funny Bone,
Can cook up.
cooking shit.
Have you met any of the other like big comedians from Columbus, like B. Simone or Matt Rife?
I haven't met Matt Rife. No.
Yeah.
I haven't met B. Simone. I haven't met Matt Rife. I did meet Ari Spears. There's a picture of that on my ass.
Dope.
I actually asked to open for him. I was like, I knew it was a long shot. I was like, hey man, I'm a fan of yours. Been a big fan since I was a kid. But I know this is short notice. But hey, I'd love to open for you. You know, I can. And I sent him a video of me doing a 20-minute set.
Dope.
And he said, hey man, I already have an opener, but you're hilarious. Keep going. And I was like,
Right there.
That's all you need.
That's all you
Confirmation, man.
I screenshotted that.
Yeah, that's motivation.
I screenshotted that and I posted it, and I had like a motivational quote in the background. It was like, "Niggas doubted me. Think I could do it, but look at me now, niggas."
Oh, for real. No, for real. I know you felt accomplished in that moment, though.
And then I met him in real life, and he recognized me. I was like, "Hey, man, you don't remember me? I'm the guy that asked over for you." He was like, "Oh, that was you, hey, bro." He told me I was funny in my face. I was like, "No, it's funny."
That's what's up right there.
Do you ever feel worried about like the cancel culture or any of that?
Yeah, I do, because I've definitely been dragged before on TikTok, and it hurt.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong, like I've been dragged and I've been praised, and I like being praised more than I like being dragged.
Yeah.
But like sometimes, like you can't live in fear.
Can't avoid it.
You don't know what's gonna get you canceled. Now, like,
Yeah.
you can say something completely innocent, and people will take it and create their own narrative with it.
That's true.
Like I remember one time on TikTok, I created these series of skits called "Practicing for When I Get a Girlfriend / Wife," right? And it's basically like me doing nice things for my girlfriend or my wife, basically treating women right. And the reason why I made that sketch is because I kept seeing so many skits of men talking down on women, specifically black men talking down to black women. You know, be like, "Bitch, you deserve nothing." It was nothing. It was just stupid shit. If you make too much money, you gonna die alone. Like from like the red pill, the Samuelite movement was in full swing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go over this way, and I'm gonna actually sing it this way. And I'm gonna actually be nice to the women.
Real talk.
I don't know where all the women are at.
Real talk.
They're over here crying and traumatized. Yeah, I'm deep.
Yeah.
And so basically, and the whole punchline is you got a man now. So I was going around in the sketch. I was like, "What are you doing trying to lift that heavy ass box? No, put that down. You got a man now. You don't lift heavy boxes. You know, like what are you doing? You cutting the grass? No, you don't cut the grass. You got a man now. I cut the grass. You know, like what are you doing? Paying the mortgage? No, I pay the mortgage. Go put your checkbook up. You got a man now. I'll have." And women loved it, like I knew they would, right? Because I made like 4 or 5 of those. And some white women, some Karens, came up to me, and one girl was like, "First of all, I think what you're doing is controlling because to say that you got a man now, you're taking away her independence, and I don't like that you were trying to do that. And another white woman was like, yeah, like you talk about see you have a man now. Like, do you have like a correction kink? You know, you just like telling her that she's wrong, and you know, you can't do that because you're taking away her independence. Because lionesses are the queens of the jungle. You know what I'm saying? We run the jungle. I've seen men get taken down by the sniffles and stuff like that, and these are white. So.
Should be wild.
Right. and black women, the way black women defended me, and I didn't even say anything. You know, I just duetted it. Like, I did a split screen and just did me reacting to it. And black women collectively, I'm paraphrasing, they basically said, and I quote, "Bitch, shut the fuck up." Cameron knows who his audience is. It wasn't for you. And one lady took her video down, and the other one actually apologized for that video.
Get him up out of here.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Get him up out of here.
And really, you know, you don't know what's gonna get you canceled. Like, you know, but you can't live in fear.
That's real.
If I'm genuinely wrong, you know, I know we live in an I said what I said culture, but there's nothing wrong with apologizing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel strongly about what you said, you know, then saying what you said and take what happens to it. But like, there's nothing wrong with going, hey, I apologize, I was wrong, I was on some bullshit.
That's real.
And
Yeah.
I feel like we live in a culture where, you know, it's almost against the law to tell somebody, shut the fuck up, sit down. That's
right.
fucking dumb.
We should still be able to do that
Yeah.
without it being an issue.
Right. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, everybody should be able to do that, you know. And one thing my brother said, because, you know, he said, you know, sometimes you got to mix the candy with the medicine. Like, no, everybody don't need to be cursed all the way out. Sometimes you just got to pull them to the side and be like, hey, bro, that wasn't it, man. That wasn't it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'd be like that. And you could tell with celebrities don't have people in their ear to tell them, hey, bro, that ain't it.
Chill out. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like Tyrese don't have nobody in his corner that tells him, hey, bro, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. And I'm not making fun of Tyrese. I really feel like that man need help. Like, I feel like he should not be allowed to have a cell phone for like 3 months till he get help. Like, he should not be allowed to have a cell phone. I feel like if he wants to post a picture, have somebody else take it. And
Need a social media
He
manager.
should not have a phone at all. Or at least a phone at work.
We need a social media manager.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It'd be like that sometimes. But, you know, as far as cancel culture goes, you know, it is what it is. I don't think, you know, cancel culture is really real, because there's been a whole bunch of people who've been canceled, yet they're still working. You know?
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like Kanye's.
Out for everybody.
Yeah, like Kanye's been canceled like 7 or 8 times, and the nigga still goes platinum.
And he's still
You know what I
right.
mean?
The only person
Still became a billionaire.
probably was canceled was the baby.
No, he's still working. He's still
Yeah,
working.
I mean, he's still making his music.
Anytime you get $150,000 to do one song, you are not canceled. Fuck all that.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's
Facts.
like, you know, me trying to cancel you, but every time you post a video, you get 500,000 views. You ain't canceled. Dude.
Yeah,
Niggas
facts.
is bad.
Yeah.
Canceled in like the mainstream's eyes or something like that. Like, they may not put you on the radio as much, but everybody still got the exact same
Like,
connection to you.
You know,
what I'm
Aaron
saying?
Spears, you know, he said, you know, he thinks he's been blackballed from movies and TV, but like he can still sell out a show like that.
Yeah.
Like, look at Chris Brown.
But you can't stop people from coming. Like,
Right.
you can't stop people from actually supporting.
That documentary on Chris Brown.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, shit, look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump just proved that shit's not real at the end of the day.
At all.
They canceled Donald Trump. He's the president again.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
And me, as far as the Chris Brown documentary goes, I honestly didn't watch it because I'm not gonna lie. I am sympathetic to all the women who've been through domestic violence, but I don't give a damn. I truly don't care. I don't care. Like, it's because we've known this, and he's been told us this.
Yeah.
He's been talking about this for years.
It's old news.
It's old
Yeah.
news. So
I agree. Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm gonna get canceled for that.
You know, I mean, it's not that you didn't say that you didn't care and don't respect domestic violence.
I just didn't care.
You just said about that situation,
I care
yeah.
about the documentary. So, because I'm the shit. When you're the shit, you don't have to care.
That's it.
Right.
Mark that right now.
Marking that now.
48 minutes.
Mark it immediately.
We in here, Cookie, y'all. I told y'all, we got Cam Steele in the building. Comedian vibes on deck. Y'all see what's going
You
on.
had to deal with any hecklers yet?
Yeah.
How was that?
I just roasted him and shut him back. Just roasted him. Hold up.
Bless you.
Bless you.
You're all blessed now because of that. But, you know, I've had to deal with hecklers before. And, you know, it's part of the game. It comes with it. You know. I was telling a story about working at the TSA, and this lady took it upon herself to tell me a story while I'm in the middle of my set. I was like, this is why you have fucking problems with the TSA, because you won't shut the fuck up. Everybody busted out laughing. And you know, I told this other guy, you know, I was like, don't interrupt me while I'm doing this. I don't come on your job kicking dicks out of your mouth. You know, so, he ain't say nothing else.
You can't after that. You should have after that.
Yeah.
I don't kick dicks.
You be like, you got it.
You got it.
Yeah, you got it.
This is my mouth. But, you know, most of the times they're cool. They're cool.
What's been the biggest reward from being a comedian so far? Is it like literally just a paycheck, or is it like more something personal? Like, have you changed, like, help somebody get through something with the jokes? Or?
Yeah. All that. First of all, the money's good. Well, the money's not good now because I'm, you know, I ain't on that level yet. But the money's cool.
It's on the way.
Because I'm shit.
Just say that. Just know that part. Just know that part.
Yeah. But, you know, seeing how happy I made the audience and people coming up to me telling me I did a good job, you know, beautiful women coming up to me after the show, you know, that's honestly a great reward. That's a great reward.
More of those.
It's I'm already tall with a beard, you know, and I'm funny. Oh, it's a wrap. And I'm like, I remember thinking to myself, this is why God didn't let me sing. Because if I could sing, I'd probably have 1,100 kids. You know, but, you know, the beautiful women come up to me after the show. You know, some of them want, you know, to be around me and stuff like that. I love that. Hell yeah. I love that shit. But really just seeing, you know, getting messages like, hey, I think you're really funny. I think you're really talented. You know, also, I think the best reward is, you know, getting booked for another show.
Okay.
There's been times where I've done a show and got booked for another show at that show.
Work.
You know what I mean? Because I was at the Funny Bone and I did a joke about Nicki Minaj, and that joke got me $100 gig somewhere else.
Say less.
Nice.
And she specifically requested that joke, and I was like, okay, cool.
Wow.
And, you know, she paid me, I think, in $100 because it was a bar that it was like a bar / performance center, but they had a bar. And so she was like, listen, I can't really, you know, give you the crazy money, but I can give you $100 right now, and you can have free food. You can have whatever you want. I said, cool.
Say less. Catch some vibes.
Yeah. I got myself some Carolina Gold wings and some fries and a large Diet Pepsi, and I was straight.
Make it count.
Hell yeah.
All right.
It's beautiful.
For sure.
Yeah.
A little while ago, I don't think the camera was rolling just yet, but we had talked about, you know, putting some of your jokes and stuff on wax. Is that something that you still see people doing today like that, or is that something you? Yeah.
I shout out to my guy Henry Allen, who actually helped me get the job land the job at the Funny Bone. I'm gonna answer that question, but another reward is like seeing people who can give you an opportunity. You know what I mean? Because I was at the Funny Bone like 2 months ago, and I did so well that the manager of the Funny Bone, he gave me his email. I was like, hey, contact me.
Yes, sir.
And I was like, and I asked one of the other comedians, I was like, yo, what do you think he wants? And then he looked at me and said, probably to put you to work.
Yeah,
that's
right.
probably what that means.
Yeah,
I was like,
right.
shit, okay, I'm
right.
But, you know,
yeah.
as far as putting albums on wax, yeah, I definitely see people doing that.
Yeah.
I definitely see people doing that. I definitely see that happening. My guy Henry Allen, who helped me land the job at the Funny Bone headlining, he just recorded his album. I was there for his live recording on Saturday.
Okay.
Right before the Tyson fight.
Okay. What do you do as far is it like the only way to experience Cam Steele right now just through live performances, or is there another way where people can like soak up your content?
Well, you can follow me on TikTok at Cameron Steele Comedy, CAMERONSTEELE Comedy.
Okay.
You can follow me on Instagram at Cameron Steele Comedy because I'm handsome and hilarious and the shit. Mark it immediately. Period. You can follow me on there, and and I'm always posting my shows. I always let you know when the show is, so you can always, you know, cop a ticket. You know,
Bet.
Best love is, you know, buying tickets. You know,
Okay.
Or just cash out me.
You ever stream or anything? Any live streams?
I used to. I don't have time for it now.
Okay.
I don't have as much time for it because I work a lot. You know, I have a very physically demanding job, and you know, and it's a job where I have to pay attention. I have to focus. You know, because if I don't focus, somebody's gonna get hurt.
Okay.
Or I might hurt myself.
Makes sense. Definitely don't need that.
Can't have somebody.
We need you out here, big dog. We need you.
I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying?
We need people like y'all. Y'all are positive black men, you know, out here doing it, you know, and not saying crazy shit on podcasts all the time, stuff like that. You know. I feel like y'all will blow up faster if y'all just went on that red pill shit. Don't do that. I'm lying.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's the problem with that kind of stuff is, you feel me? It's like the image you're gonna put out there, and then too is just following trends. What happens once that stuff is dead? Now you got nothing. Because they only know you for following the trend.
It's on your
Yeah.
Yeah, now people remember you as that kind of work. Like, nah, that ain't what we on. We want to be authentic, give some people, you know what I'm saying?
And
Something.
show love, man. Positive black men. I love it, man.
For sure.
I love it.
For sure.
Let's go like get some wings and play pool after this shit.
Yeah,
I gotta
type
work
shit.
tomorrow. We can definitely go to like 8-ball and play some pool or some shit.
For sure.
I gotta work.
I gotta work. I got a baby on the way.
Hey,
Yeah.
this nigga about to.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Ohio Keys is about to be Pops Keys, you know what I'm saying? Big Dog Keys, yes, sir. Summer Ray.
Keys for bringing me on. I couldn't. He asked me twice, but like the first time I couldn't do it. But like this time I was like, I fuck with dude. He dope. I like him. Yes.
I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have mutual friends too, Janaris.
Yeah, Janaris.
Yeah, we went to school with her.
Yeah, shout out to Janaris, man. She's a great promoter. You know, she could definitely put together a show. You know, she definitely put some money in my pocket because she gave me some tickets to sell. And me being the shit, I always oversold. So she definitely.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, and the best part about it is she lets me keep whatever I sold, because there's a lot of promoters that was like, listen, I want half of everything you sell. So if you sell like 500, I can sell I want 250. You know what I mean? And but Janaris is like, no, like whatever you keep, that's yours. You keep that shit.
That's what's up.
Nice.
We definitely want her.
Good
on
business.
too.
Oh yeah,
Good
I love
business.
Janaris.
Yeah, we
She
gotta
knows
get
she
her on.
knows. She can navigate some shit. Shout out to her, man.
That's another Central Ohio creator right there. Shout out to Janice one more
She
time,
was in a
y'all.
Tubi movie. She was in a Tubi
Yep, a little Hollywood series.
Yeah.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah, she fine, you know.
Don't forget the fact my boy Keys is definitely in the movie just came out this week. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check that. Amazon movies. Make sure you get your Amazon Prime subscription. Go check him out.
Yeah.
One more time.
Actually, I have an idea for a comedy series that I would love to pitch.
Okay.
All right, so don't steal my idea. So mark this right now. So I'm a huge fan of drug dealer shows, and I think it would be funny if somebody made an idea of like, it's like, what if like Power was a comedy? You know what I mean? It's like two kids who want to be drug dealers, but they have no idea what the fuck they're doing, and the comedy comes from them almost getting killed every episode. That would be hilarious. Like, that's the comedy. Like, you know, they're almost dying. They don't die, but they're almost dying every episode. Like, every
Keep getting
episode
into some
they
shit. Right.
or they get something that could like get them into serious trouble, and like they're using all these ridiculous ways to get out of trouble. You know.
Take a hit.
Yeah, that could hit.
All about execution.
For everything.
Yeah, it's all about execution. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Power, how do you rank all the shows?
Power 1 Ultimate. Book 2 is 2. I will put book 3 at 3. I'm sorry, put 3 at 3, and I really don't think we need 4. Honestly, like Tommy's one. I like Tommy. He cool. They make Chicago.
Y'all want to rock with the Tommy one?
Tommy joined the game. I was low.
I wasn't rocking with the son. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's what I wasn't feeling. I thought the Tommy one hit.
Well, my favorite character was Kane. That nigga was a
Kane,
he could dress his ass off.
Yeah, Kane was
I
getting
want to
down.
dress like Kane. That's why I'm wearing this sweatsuit right now. I almost came in with
Came to hide us.
Kane's a hot dress. I wish I was friends with. I really don't. But I was gonna say, I wish I was friends with Kane in real life.
Yeah, Kane was putting in work.
No, I don't, because I'm not trying to get punched in the face or ran over. So I missed his call and
So
shit.
he hit you with the double cross just on somebody. I changed my mind. I don't need you no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, hit you with the double cross.
The hottest could dress their asses off.
Yeah.
Dress their asses
Yeah.
off. I love that. He might be the best dressed villain on the planet. I love it. I love it. But yeah, I think 1 is GOAT. 2
For sure.
is a close second. Then I don't really even think we need the last one.
Yeah,
The last one,
on the
okay.
show.
That's crazy.
Raising Canaan too.
You were messing with the Kane and
It was cool.
Kane was a very slow start.
I didn't.
Very slow start.
I don't feel like that one was really like all that great, but I didn't think it was bad. I just wasn't feeling that Tariq one. I didn't think that shit was hit
They
like
got
that at all.
better though.
The last
It
two
just-
are better than the first 2.
Okay.
The last 2
Okay.
are better than the first 2.
Maybe I have to double back, give it another shot, because it was like, yeah, I'm smooth on this. And Tommy was hitting for me though, because Tommy was on the same road.
Yeah.
So it was like, if you mess with him from the first one, he's still in that same
The
bag.
other
He
people.
just went out ghost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the other people, yeah.
You ever notice how they try to overdo Tommy's black accent? You ever notice that?
I
They be
didn't.
they be trying to overdo his accent. Like, I realize that he's a white dude raised around black people, but like he needs another dialect coach. He'd be like, you ain't touching my shit. You ain't near my shit, never. I'm like, bruh, come on. Like, Casey, you had a line with this one right here, dog. I'm like, bruh, come on. You around 50 Cent. You around enough niggas to know better. Come on.
Facts. They could have gave you some more modern dialogue.
You ain't aligned with this one, man. Never.
Would you do a show like Power or the Shy? Would you want to be on a show like that? Snow Songs,
Absolutely.
Power,
I would
Shy.
love to do a show like that.
Yeah.
When I have a straight face and when I'm angry, I'm scary. You know, my mom said I have a very scary face when I'm just like straight face or when I'm not smiling. I could definitely do that show. If D. Ray Davis can do Snowfall, I can do that show. Fucking Cedric the Entertainer played a drug dealer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, facts.
And that nigga was a monster in that movie.
Definitely got that off too.
He got off on that one. I
did,
could definitely do that.
That's funny.
Okay. Would you ever do like Wild 'N Out?
Absolutely.
Nick Cannon came call.
I would say
I would do that.
they've been here before. You know what I'm saying?
I would definitely do that. I would definitely do Wild 'N Out. I would love to do that show. My thing is I would love to go up against, even though I know I would lose, I would love to go up against DC Young Fly just to say I did it.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to
Had that moment.
You know, like sometimes, like I watch Wild.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Yeah, like
Right.
sometimes, like when I'm at my job. Luckily, my job is mindless.
Yeah.
So like, it's just mainly just me, you know, work like just putting stuff places, and I'll be like making up jokes in my head. So in my mind, I'm already on Wild 'N Out. Now I prepare jokes for all these niggas. Hopefully, I don't forget them if they ever call. I probably will.
Power of manifestation.
In my mind, I've already prepared jokes. I believe in manifestation.
Yeah, I do, definitely.
I mean, they've been here before. Like, it's legit. Like, that can happen for sure.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
Would
love
you
it.
rather do if SNL or Wild 'N Out called you at the same time? Which one would you do?
I would do Wild 'N Out for the culture, but I would also do. I would do SNL because the NBC paycheck is probably hitting harder than the MTV paycheck.
Yeah.
But I would do NBC as like a steady job and to get experience. But like for the culture, I would definitely do about like because Michael Blackson does like 7 episodes a year. I would definitely be over there on Wild 'N Out. I would definitely do that. Or if MTV could give me the same check as SNL, I would do that too.
Yeah.
I would do that too.
Yeah.
No.
Hell yeah. That's my goal, man. My goal is to feed myself and my future family with jokes.
No, that's right. Man, did you see the Nazis showed out yesterday downtown?
I did. I wasn't downtown, but I saw them.
What you think about that?
I think right about now the Hebrew Israelites should go over there and beat the shit out of them fucking where else. Messing up your day. You trying to pump your gas.
Thanks. So just
No, I'm playing, but I feel like it doesn't surprise me. I feel like stuff like that is gonna happen more often, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because the thing about Trump is back when he first ran, I was friends with a guy named David who was a political science major who I'm pretty sure passed the bar now because it's been like 8 years, it's been 10 years. But when he first ran, he said the thing about Trump is the Obama administration did a really good job of making those people feel really bad about themselves for 8 years. They didn't go away. They just went. They didn't die off. They just went into hiding. They just hid behind the corner. And then when Trump came out and basically started doing what he was doing, riling everybody up, all those people felt comfortable enough to come out now.
again, for sure.
Because and that's pretty much what happened. And now that even though he has convicted felons and he came back out and he's the president now, I feel like unfortunately stuff like that's gonna happen more often. So I feel like the Black Panther Party needs to come back. I feel like the NAACP, the Nation of Islam, I feel like every black organization, I feel like they need to start not to start a riot, but they need to start getting ready for shit to go down, because we gotta protect our people. We gotta protect our people. So I'm not saying don't go fucking with them.
Yeah.
If they don't fuck with them, don't fuck with us. If they march up and down the street and they don't hurt nobody, that's one thing. But if they start hurting people, I feel like that's when they all need to come
That's
back
when it's
out.
like get active.
Yeah. We gotta be ready, bro.
I agree with that.
Don't go fucking with them.
Yeah.
But
Because that's all they really
be
want.
ready.
Yeah. Because that's all they really want. Response. See who going. What I'm
If
saying.
they march up and down the street, but not one soul gets touched, unfortunately, the way the First Amendment, freedom of speech and the right to protest,
Right.
they can do that. But if they start hurting people, especially women and children, I feel like that's when everybody needs to get at it.
Yeah.
One last time, do not go fucking with them. But if they come at us, be ready to respond.
Right.
Don't start the fight, finish it.
For sure.
Definitely.
Most definitely not. No, that's
It will
that.
not be televised.
That's real.
It will be live streamed.
Facts.
I feel like that's.
on Twitch.
Facts. You probably catch it on my channel. You know what I'm saying?
Like, instead of saying the revolution will not be televised, it should be like the revolution will be streamed.
Facts.
The revolution will be streamed.
Most definitely.
Definitely.
Scott, man.
What you think about the Jake Paul Tyson fight? Oh, you seen that?
I did. I was very disappointed in that fight. Actually, I wasn't. I was disappointed because it went exactly how I thought it was gonna go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know what delusional motherfuckers really thought that 58-year-old man was gonna do something with that young man.
Watching them Instagram reels, you be like, well, he still got it.
No, and everybody looked like a beast against shit that can't fight.
In the pads, yeah.
Everybody looks like a beast against stationary objects, nigga.
Facts.
Stop it, man.
Yeah.
But you know,
That's real.
But you know, I knew this. I knew it wasn't gonna go good by the way he was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Like the look on his face, I'm like, this nigga look like he want to go to bed. This nigga look tired as hell. He came out the ring.
Stiff in the mud. Yeah.
I'm like, this nigga ready to go too. So he can, like, even when he was in the corner, you know, most fighters when they're in the corner, they breathe hard. They're like, Tyson was like,
I'm like, that big gas, but
come on.
It was real out.
Then he kept biting his gloves. I'm like, you doing more damage to the gloves than this young boy here. Like, what's going on? Like,
Facts.
and like he was getting hit. And I was thinking like, I should have stayed home. This is some bullshit. I can't believe I did this. At least I'm gonna get paid. And you know, I told my mom, I was like, yo, watching Tyson fight Paul was like it's like watching Dad fight one of my friends. You know, It's like, Dad, why are you fighting Chris? He was talking shit. I knew something about it.
He didn't get a hold of that boy for real.
Yeah.
He made one, maybe a couple good shots.
He didn't throw nothing because he couldn't throw nothing.
Right, I know. Yeah, I know. Well, shoot, it was really by the claws too. They really couldn't hurt each other like that, no way.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know what I mean? Like, it was a dance at best. That wasn't even a spar. That was a slow dance.
20 million. So anytime you make 8 figures,
Well, shit, let's dance. Well, what song we listening to? For real. Shit.
anytime you make 8 figures in 30 minutes, nobody lost.
Say less.
No one lost.
Yeah.
You could beat my ass for 20 million.
I was like, he might not win what we thought. Definitely win how he thought, though.
Yeah.
He basically told Paul, I bet they had a locker room. He was like, hey, Paul, let's just get this money and go home. We don't got to hurt each other.
You already know.
I got 50 dudes. You got 50 dudes. Like, come on.
You already know.
Run it.
Get that bread. Definitely glad it was Mike. You know, if it was gonna be anybody in that spot, let it be Mike. You know, he been through enough.
Yeah, he
But-
definitely needs 20 million.
Yeah.
Anybody needs 20 million.
Shit, no, that's right.
Hell yeah.
No, I do.
What about you? You need
Right.
20
Yeah, I
million?
definitely need 20 million.
Hey, bro, you need 20 million over there? Because Black Whip. Nah, I'm playing.
We got Cam Steele in the building, y'all.
I love
Hey, it's been a vibe, man. It's really been a vibe for real, for
I
real.
love it, man.
Yes, sir. Funny Bone, you said this Wednesday coming. Wednesday at 7.
It's the one in Easton.
One at Easton, the Funny Bone at Easton. Make sure you there, or he gonna find out about it.
I'm gonna come find you.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm the shit.
It's going down.
Knock on your door.
Headlining at that.
I'm the shit. Stay blessed.
Yes, sir. Mr. Cam Steele in the building, y'all. Headlining to next week, Wednesday. Not tomorrow, Wednesday, y'all. Wednesday. Wednesday. Make sure you get the tickets. We're going to make sure you get the link, too. We got the link for that, correct? You got the link? Perfect. We're going to make sure y'all get the link for that. It's going down, though.
It's going down.
It's going down.
That's what asked me.
Yeah. Keisha, you got anything else?
Let me see.
You cooked up a list.
Who's that lady on your screensaver? Is that your mother?
Oh, that's my grandparents.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
All my grandparents are dead. They're totally dead.
I got a couple G-Mons still around.
I don't have nobody. They're all dead.
Yeah.
Damn.
Don't mind me. I'm just in your business.
Nah, you good.
What did it say?
Oh, what I think makes a good joke?
Yeah.
If it's funny.
So do I.
Yeah. That's
If it
easy.
makes you laugh.
Yeah.
If it makes you laugh. And one thing about comedy is that the joke is never finished. Like, you know, like the impressions I just did, I can find probably 500 ways to make those impressions work and they make sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm the shit. That's what's named special. Did you know I'm the shit?
Yeah, nah, for sure. That's definitely what the name of this episode is.
Yeah. So when you're not doing comedy, like, what type of stuff you like to do?
I love Audible. I love reading, even though Audible is listening, but
Okay.
I love Audible. I'm currently reading Obama's book, Promised Land.
Nice.
I got that book. My
Yeah.
grandma got. I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, I have it, and the thing about I had to adjust the speed because Obama talks so slow.
Mm-hmm. A third grader could
Like
understand.
this. Every chapter. I'm like, dude, there's no reason why this chapter should be an hour and 57 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason.
He did that. He did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Word. I'm like, come on, dude.
So he's narrating his own book?
They all narrate their own books. They all narrate their own books. And let all the autobiography people, the people that are doing their life story, they're reading it.
Okay.
It's like a nonfiction. You might have like James Earl Jones reading that shit.
Okay, but I was gonna say, 'cause I listened to like Tyson's story and stuff. It wasn't Tyson reading it. It was like somebody else he picked or
Can you
something.
imagine Tyson reading his own?
That's
book?
my point. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. They all read their own book. Yeah, like,
I've been in EN97 is horrible.
and he might not take as long as Obama will to get through it. Obama don't have you gonna have to take a nap just to get to the end of this chapter. Like,
One chapter really is. The chapters really are an hour long. There's no reason for that shit.
Tyson just gotta play it back about 6 times. Finally catch everything he said.
He keeps saying tide. What I said ride. Oh shit.
Pronunciation game crazy.
I love hanging out with friends. I'm very family oriented. My parents and my older brother like my best friends. I love listening to music.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to everything.
Okay.
I can't get into heavy metal because I feel like that's what you play when you're about to go to hell. Like right when you're about to go to
When you're
hell.
going down the tunnel, that's the shit.
Just all kind of noise.
Right. I love that. I love watching TV shows. My latest obsession is Modern Family. I love that show.
Okay.
I love it. I feel like they should make a Modern Family, but like for the people who work at the post office.
Okay.
Because I work at the post office. I'm gonna just be real with you. I work at the post office, and I think that'd be funny because, like, I feel like what would really make the show is like the confessionals when we talk directly to the camera. I feel like that would make the show because our manager would come back and be like, "Yeah, we're gonna give you 3 extra hours on top of what you already got," and they'd be like, "All right." And then we go to the camera. I'm not doing any of this shit. I'm driving around and take it right the fuck back. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
That will be funny.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that will be funny.
Yeah, man. I'm a simple dude. I'm about to start getting back in the gym because one thing is I want to get in shape, but also I think if I lost 50 pounds and was like slim and like in shape, I feel like that would get me booked more. You know what I mean? Because you look at a guy like Matt Rife, who is hilarious, but he's also a great looking dude, which is why he gets so like. Look at his audience. That's women in his audience.
Yeah.
Like, women will buy tickets quicker than anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Like women support
100%.
their own.
That's
Women
what-
support their own.
That's what you want to sell to.
Is women will not let Drake fall off.
That's what you want to sell to.
Right.
I always thought that too. Like,
Look at Tyler Perry. He's a billionaire off of women.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
because they're emotional buyers.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure.
That's a good game.
Right.
I don't want to offend
Yeah, nah.
anybody.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why, no red pill here. Cause,
Nah, not at all.
they get crazier every year.
This Samuel like that. I like that one. That one's
Samuel.
Samuel like that's funny. I've never heard that one before. That's comedy, but it's so real though because like Kevin saying, I mean like he was doing something that was right, something good, something that was different, and then everybody just took
He
that shit
started
and ran
talking
with it.
about men though, and it didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he was doing something that was good, just everybody took that shit and ran with it once he got popular.
Man.
And then once he died, everybody tried to fill that mantle.
Yeah,
He died.
nobody could do it the right
Tonight's
way.
conversation, but shout out to them because they from Ohio. Yeah.
I love it. Tonight. I actually saw that bald bearded dude. I saw him in New Orleans one time.
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing to him. I was like, "Hey, you're that guy from the Tonight's Conversation." He said, "Yeah."
Yeah,
We shook
Trick.
hands,
He
and I was
does
like,
That's what's up.
poetry. Yeah.
Are you familiar with Joseph Moore? That's doing the what is the name of their podcast? Pull that up real quick, Keith. So there's a gentleman right now. Shout out to Joseph Moore. We actually met when we were doing a gaming event a little while back this year. He is running a It's not a podcast. It's a improv show. That's it's very similar to Wild 'N Out from what I understand. Yeah, you got Code Switch Improv, and then what's the other one? Affirmative interruption. Yeah, definitely somebody that's got a crazy movement going right now on the comedian side. Janaris, I think, has tapped in with him before, but
Yeah, man.
you know J. Esquire, of course, right?
Yes.
You know, since J. Esquire runs, she's one of the improv team on one of the improv teams. A lot of other casts they got on there. They put in some work. I feel like that's probably something like you'll vibe with for real. Like
Absolutely.
if y'all not familiar with each other already, definitely tap in with Joseph Moore. Y'all can probably put something together for sure.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
Marquise
But
Arnold.
Outside of that, I mean, I think we touched on everything. What did the questions say? Were that all the questions?
That was pretty.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is our first community guest, so we gotta make sure we get them all. We get everything in. He about to headline something next week, y'all. So that was everything.
Headlining on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
T-Bone. Make sure you come. Make sure you come. Make sure you have a good time. Make sure you buy a ticket. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the shit. I don't know if you know that.
Come on now.
Because I'm the shit.
Yes, sir.
And the urine.
And he can talk it. And he'll talk it.
I'm with this air dry. Be funky everywhere.
Love it.
Yes, sir.
We love it. Positive black men. Not talking down.
Central Ohio Creators Podcast 614. Cam Steele. We out.
Stop
Out.
doing that.
Yes, sir.